This is new. I have beer. No more energy drink. It's Timefall Porter from the Timefall farm. And it's a porter. It's about to be thick. Oh, you're going to throw this one back for sure. He's definitely tilting the head back. Oh, yeah. Is that going to restore my stamina, though? Oh, yeah. Oh, it does. Good. Keep it up. Yeah, it really is okay cold one, for sure. It's definitely okay cold one. New day, new visor color. That hasn't changed. What do I feel like today? What kind of Sam? Oh, I just Sam Porter Bridges. Timefall Porter supporter. I just got that. It's probably intentional. I was gonna say, is that intentional? But everything in this game is intentional. So yeah, more than likely. Back to this. Gorgeous. You ran out of seltzers. You decide it's time to finish this bottle of mead you made. It's the day to do it, right? If you're gonna drink your mead, may as well do it on a Saturday. That way you have all day Sunday to recover before Monday hits you in the face and asks you what you think you were doing. Where am I? I don't think I genuinely know where I am. I think I'm in the distro. Yep, I'm in the distro. I want to get rid of all this cargo here, to be honest, because there's a there's a ton of cargo here that people have just left here, and I want to get rid of it because it's just too much. On the plus side, this road is done. South Knot City, so capital W. Time for me to hit that NyQuil. Have a good half full stream. I hope you feel better. I hope the tea helped that you had yesterday as well. I hope the NyQuil does its job. And it should, because you always do yours. Have a good evening. Heart you. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of those deliveries. I'm tired of looking at them. Enough of that, too. Kirby store used my generator. I saw that picture. I hope the generator helped. I hope it helped. Now, let's take care of all this BS. Nowhere matches cargo. Alright, give me this. We'll go to the engineer. We'll go to the elder, too. Still gonna go to the elder. I get the craftsman too. The craftsman might have to wait until next run. Well, I can probably get the craftsman too. Maybe not. Yeah, that's good. It did. That route is the worst. I didn't completely look at the pictures, so I'm not even sure which generator it is. I'm just happy it helped. TBQH. Oh, at the wind farm. Yeah, Jake Wynn. I haven't been on the Eastern Starboard in a while. I should go back there and see what's popping. See what's Gucci. I'm gonna need some backup boots as per usual. You don't like Jake Wind? That's too bad. Now we can probably give me this one. Oh, my skeleton's not here. No wonder it's miserable. Blah. I'll just put on my sunglasses and it'll be okay. Put on that hat too. Yeah, let's put it on the vehicle because this is a lot. What's the heaviest thing? This. And this. And this. Now let's... Beautiful. I don't like that he lives in the forest infested with BTs. Not the best location for sure. But he seems to be relatively unbothered by it. Which isn't to say that we aren't unbothered by it, because clearly we are. I want the power skeleton. I don't gotta go too fast. Okay, good. Got that. And I shouldn't encounter any mules. I'm gonna take these boots just in case. I don't trust people out there. But give me... No hermetic grenade. Okay. I want the repair spray. Give me that. Give me the stun bomb as well. And I think that should be sufficient for the trip. A lot of resins, ceramics and stuff. That's cool. And I'll fabricate. Just in case the worst happens. Can I get an MF in, medic grenade? Just one. Never too much, never too much. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, good. Pick up these Johns. Bust out the spray. Get that taken care of as well. Those are handled. That's handled as well. Nice. That should be everything. I think. I'll put that on the bike as well. All the heavy stuff goes in the bike. No heavy stuff on me. Let's ride. Doom, 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 da 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 doom, 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 doom. I'll do Elder last, of course. Which means the first stop is gonna be the Craftsman. Craftsman, Engineer, Elder. Today is Good Samaritan Day. And on Good Samaritan Day, I take all these lost cargoes and give them back to their proper locations. It's the right thing to do. I think. Then I'm going to go probably to all my my lifts, my zip lines, and upgrade those because they are in shambies. I'm gonna upgrade that one too because that one's in shambies. And that watchtower's almost donezo too. My to-do list grows in Death Stranding. No vehicles allowed. Just get close enough so they know that it's here. I thought you get off on the left-hand side, but I guess not. Yo, Craftsman! I got some lost cargo here for you, my guy. There you go. Don't entrust those. Okay. There you go, as promised. Nice. And do you have any... Oh, the bots, right. Shall handle business? Not bad. not bad, I guess. Yeah, you can do Lake Knot City, and you can also do Lake Knot City. Good luck to both of you. Good luck, bots. What other lost cargo we got? Share locker, claim cargo, what we got? I'm going to the engineer, I can do that. I'm going to the elder as well, I can do that. Timefall Farm I am going to, just not right now. William Lake, Jesus. Okay. That's fine. Let me make sure that this is taken care of as well. Perfect. Engineer time. By the way, thank you all for watching if you're here in this late evening. One of those unpredictable streams. I don't like this mouse cursor thing. Hold on, let me just see if I can get rid of that. Death Stranding mouse cursor. It's appearing. Hey, it's a common problem. It's a common problem. It's not just me. I can tell because I get immediate results from multiple people who are asking the same question of how I get rid of this. Just click one time anywhere and it disappears. Okay, move around, grab it long enough to make the... Okay, yeah. Okay. Just click the mouse. Okay, cool. Thank you, video game. Okay, should be good now. I love easy solutions. Oh, as I was saying, thank you all of you who are watching. I know sometimes it can be unpredictable. The first few days I streamed at 1 p.m. and you're all like, hey, 1 p.m. stream. Then out of nowhere I was like, how about back-to-back 7 p.m. streams? You're like, oh, okay. And now it's almost midnight stream. And you're like, oh, that is a choice. So the ones who are here, thank you. Including Nowhere Mash, who does not care because he's awake anyway. Because it's like 5 a.m. almost, 6 a.m. for here. So he's chilling. He don't care. He's just happy to be here. You just got up this early? You like the late night streams? So I've been trying to utilize my Twitch analytics, Tasty Shrimp Platter, to get an idea of when's the best time for me to stream. Because my viewership is skewed in the evening because of raids. I get dump raids, which I'm not complaining. Obviously, I like that the fact that in the evening and rise, people choose me as a destination for their people. Like, we're gonna go to bed, so I'm gonna bring you to Adrian because he'll be the entertaining one while I can't be right now. Humbling, of course. But I also look at my numbers and I'm like, that's so big. And sometimes it looks like that I average better viewership naturally in the daytime. But I can't tell if it's even or not. It's inconsistent because I get sub dumps here and sub dumps there. But I think genuinely this stream historically has been an evening stream, so people are used to being an evening stream. So keep on keeping on. By the way, nowhere matched. I dropped off your cargo. I'm also dropping off your cargo here. I'm supposed to go to the engineer. Just letting you know that I got you covered. You know what it is, man. We gotta help each other out there, you know? Okay, what else we got? This is going to the Elder. I can take that. Film director? Don't really want to go there. The cosplayer? I can go there, I think. I could go to the cosplayer. William Lake? Can't promise that, Chief. Cannot promise that. I'm taking this container repair spray, though. And this one, too. So I'm feeling greedy. I did visit the cosplayer. Little Mister. Dun 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 boom boom. I was happy, and then at first I was shocked, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not shocked. You would be here. You would be here. Of course. I'm unsurprised now. Then I smiled. Big. I smiled like this. What? Oh, don't worry. I'll show you, David, if he pops up. I don't know if he will. Yeah, I'm at the cosplayer's husband. I don't quite recognize the cosplayer, but I'm sure one of you will recognize them. Oh, he won't pop up unless it's a story mission? Ah, whack. Then again, I guess that makes sense. He's high value. You can't just have him appearing anywhere, you know what I mean? Yeah, the cheesiest stand-ups, I'll just tell y'all, it was Conan O'Brien. MFing Conan O'Brien. Which was amazing. This is the wrong bridge to take, 'cause it's playing music to me. The hologram will be outside. So yeah, I did find Conan. He's the cosplayer's husband. He did a whole stand-up montage, but Sam Bridges didn't laugh. It was very Conan. He even did his little trademark. And I said, "Oh, Conan, you card. Yeah, you little numbskull." Very funny. Very entertaining. Very appropriate. I would have liked to have been in the room for that pitch. Just seeing Conan's, face. So wait a minute, hold on. You want me to be in your video game as one of these my porter, or oh, I'm just telling jokes? Okay. Gotta scan my face? Huh. Reading the lines, going, I gotta do that. All right. It's so good. I would be interested in which way around the pitch was. We're not talking about football. I hate how the brake sucks in this bike. Like, I hold down brake and it just keeps on keeping on. Even the bike has the same mental attitude. The code text from Kojima, want to be in my game? You might be right. That would work. What's up, dog? I got you. Baseball has a pitch too, but I believe in football, aka soccer in America, the field is referred to as the pitch. New interview data. More mats. Love that from me. Ooh, we're almost at 5 stars. Let's go, gang. Unless you were adding on to the joke and I missed it. It's late, dog. Maybe it was. Maybe it was. Stop giving me custom gear, dude. Because, like, you don't make any more. So I have these custom grenades and stuff, and I don't want to use them yet because they feel important.
Seeing you in action. Keep it up, Sam.
Anytime. Anytime. Thank you for existing. You make me whole. I'm a movement by myself, but you make me better. You make me better. You make me better. You make me better. You plus me, it equals better math. Your boy good look, but you my better half. Already bossing, already flossing, but why have the cake if it ain't got the sweet frosting? Yep, yep, yep. Hold on, is that bike the bike I think it is? It is. I got it offline and then I was upset because the dialogue that he used, he didn't use ever again. It is the Norman Reedus's, AMC's Norman Reedus's The Ride bike. And when this dude got onto it for the very first time, and I was riding around and speeding on it, he said, "God damn, what a cool ass bike. I look so fucking cool on my cool bike right now from Norman Reedus's The Ride." I'm like, is he serious right now? And he hasn't said a word about it since. It blew me away. I swear Kojima games are the stupidest, best games in the world. There's no rules. None. This bike's so nice, it should be on Ride with Norman Reedus. Yeah, man. Exactly. We'll actually try anything is correct. I kind of got that feeling early on in the game. Like I get constant reminders that this game is relax when you play it. Relax. When I saw Norman Reedus in the room and I looked at his feet and he started moving his feet around, I'm like, okay, don't look at his feet. Okay. I looked at his crotch and he covered it up, a la Metal Gear Solid 2, you know, riding, running around naked. And also when he drinks the energy drink and kicks his feet up in the air, I'm like, this dude just does his own thing. I love the Elder now. The Elder's not a problem at all. I got you, buddy. I will deliver to you all the time. Say less. Say less. Sweet bike. Thank you, Dorian. Thank you. It's not even just the one animation either. You give his crotch a second look and he gets even angrier. I didn't know that. That's funny. I'm about to try that. Things that give Adrian hope. I'll have to try that, looking at his crotch twice, because apparently once was not enough. I know auto zipline Dorian Sapiens, a gift from chapter 5, which is where I am now. Oh, I left part of it on the bike. F word. This is for you. It's okay. If this was the old Elder, then maybe I'd be disappointed. But since I can just do a hop, skip, and a zip, it's not a big deal. That's the benefit of zip lines now. Old me would have said, oh no, I can't believe I forgot to deliver to this dude. What a bum. But new me? Alright, cool, no worries.
I know I said government, but if you hadn't bent over, if I share
Wait,
my knowledge,
this is new.
You'll use it to help other folks like me, right?
Yeah.
Be ashamed to let it go to waste. And more than that.
Yeah.
We can't make it on our own.
Yeah.
I think I knew that deep down after a lifetime of trouble.
Yes, yes.
But it took you to admit it.
That's right.
So, join me up. I'm ready to be part of it all.
Welcome to Big Box Warehouse, baby. Let's go. Your life's gonna be so significantly improved. No, believe my lies. It's all good now, baby. We on the up. We on the up. You're the last one standing, Sam. Sorry. Welcome to the Chiral Network, baby. Oh, yes. It was only a matter of time. Ah. Fog emitting decoy cargo. Oh, it puts him to sleep. That's funny.
All done. I'm hooked up.
Yes, sir.
Feels kind of nice.
Right.
Thanks for sorting that out. Until next time.
Later, dude.
Good work. New order available. Please access.
Oftentimes people ask the question, why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? And now we can be friends. I'll take this to the engineer. I'm not visiting William Lake, though. Kick rocks on that. I can now make a fog-emitting decoy cargo. Nice. Noxious gas. That's kind of funny. I don't think I'll encounter any, but I'll bring one just in case, because it's kind of funny. Is it like that, Sam? Mediocre stuff? That sounds more like a Sam thing than anything else. That's a you problem. Stop ordering mediocre stuff. You think Dorian's ordering mediocre things? You think Alex orders mediocre things? All those things about purpose. 400 metals to upgrade, huh? To repair. Does it say how many? Oh, just in the mount. Okay. Can I spray it with some repair spray? Yeah, no, it does not work that way. It's gonna need some timefall resistance, honestly. I'll use the metal from the Elder to upgrade it. Wild E Coyote. Genius. No one likes my thingy. I'm convinced no one can see this but me. This is too good of a location to not have any likes. I'm convinced no one can see this. I don't know how the connection process works. There's no way you don't load into your game and see this and go, oh, thank you, Adrian. Or don't do that, rather. I'm not saying everything I order is mediocre, but I mean, I ain't swinging 100% on the importance mite either, you know? Yeah. Oh, until later? I'm ahead of the curve then. I didn't say it yet, but here you go.
Anybody hear me? Hey!
Oh, these are both going to the DC. I didn't leave anything behind. All the cargo that I have is for other people. The DC, the DC, the DC, the DC, the DC, the DC. It gets weirder each time I say it. The DC, the DC, the DC. Like a Pokemon. Sigh. Duck. Anybody hear me? I'm Sam. Mochi, 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 hello. Meow, meow. I did go live. I'm live right now on twitch.tv. Yes! Yes! Stupid voice line. I love it so much. The The self-awareness. What a G. Most bro thing in the world, talking about how cool your bike is. It just brings me so much overwhelming joy. I have 25,000 packages for you. Here you go.
So you made
Normatch, you see the upset that took place with Gonzaga? UConn dumpstering them? Dump trucking Gonzaga? Did you see that? I know you don't care. I just feel like the banality of sports, at least from your perspective, is a funny thing to address.
no shame in take.
I already took a break, my guy. I'm good. No more breaks. I'm Action Jackson right now. Breaks can wait.
Or further information.
Is this game mandatory onboarding for Prime drivers? I would say a fun thing to do would be to check the employee retention logs year over year since 2019. If Amazon's year-over-year retention employee rate was significantly lower before 2019, then yes. Because if you're joining Amazon and you're not sure, you know it's just good money, are they going to treat me poorly? Oh, I get to play Death Stranding? Say less. Then maybe. We'll have to take a closer investigative look. And by we, I mean you. I'm not doing it. It's on you. All right, ShareLocker. I don't want to go to the Timefall Farmer KMA. Oh, Sam, come on, man. Stop dropping. Well, actually, you know what? The first things you dropped were not bad, but dropping the Timefall Farmer and then dropping the Elder. You're driving me bananas, brother. I will go up here, though. I will go to William Lake. Not to be confused with Ricky Lake. Not that anyone's confused by that. I'm just saying words out loud. You haven't heard CKY in years? That entire riff is one of my favorite riffs in the history of all rock. I just love the way that sounds. I used to listen to that while grinding in Final Fantasy XI. That'd be in the Boyata tree. Or Crawler's Nest, just listening to do do doom doom do 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 doom 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 do do doom doom do do doom doom do do doom do 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 doom 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 do do doom doom dun 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 dun. It's not accepted in the bed, some 20 miles on the deep, 96 quite better beings of the team, 903. I'm like, okay. Yeah. Do do doom doom do da ba ra ba ra da boom boom ba da boo da boom ba da. I was getting it too. 20 miles on the tree. Put my butt next to my feet. That's not what they say, but it sounds like it could be the case. Please don't spray my face with an entire bottle of mace. Not the great Gonzalez, I mean Gonzaga. Close enough. I think Death Stranding is more rewarding emotionally and spiritually than being a Prime driver. No offense to anyone who drives for Bezos. I love how it's no offense for anyone who drives for Bezos. Not for anyone who's a Prime driver, but no. You already know. Yeah, 96 Quite Bitter Beings. I don't know the other song you were talking about. Edible plants. I'm carrying edibles? F word. Uh-oh. I might be over encumbered soon. I just think my hubris caught up to me. Doom, doo, doom, doo, doom, doo, doom, doo, doom, doo, doom. I should consider taking things elsewhere. Technically, Adrian is driving for Bez. Okay, let's pump the MFing brakes right now, mister. Before you get a little too big for your britches. Thank you. Just doing my part. Just doing my part. I have container spray in here? I sure don't. The share locker doesn't have any either, does it? Bunch of busters. I'll do it myself. According to Peter, we're DoorDash too. Peter can kick rocks. Because I haven't brought him that pizza yet either. I will, but I haven't. All that just to restore Normash's cargo, because he can't take care of it himself. Too big for your bridges? Very nice. W. William Lake. Elder. Engineer. Engineer's the heavy stuff. Let's go to the engineer. Chicks don't even know the name of my engineer. Because when I'm there, I probably want to drink beer. I think he has almost max metal, which means I should take some out of there before giving him the metal. Escape from Hellview was in the same album, if I recalled. I believe you. I do not know, but I believe you. This is my favorite chapter because every loading screen you get to be an adult baby with Margaret Qualley. I know, Mochi, me too. I should leave some signs in the roadway. I haven't been doing that at all. I left a few, actually. I left one at Timefall Farm. I left one at the weather station, because I know those are jaunts, and I want people to feel good when they get there. That feel-good ink. Just riding. So the engineer might have max metals, or near max metals, and delivering these metals will put them at max metals if they don't. So I'm going to take the metals they have, give them to me, and then deliver these metals. And then I'm going to use those aforementioned metals to repair the things out here that are falling into a rust belt. This road's looking a little rough, actually. Are y'all good? Roads? I have to examine each one. Oh, let me check on these things. No, don't pick these things up. Ugh. I'm so sad. Thank you, CY76. It's definitely welcomed and exactly the kind of commentary needed late at night when everyone's awake and trying to go to bed. W content. Oh, the durability is getting lower on this. Yeah, I gotta start upgrading durability on everything. I wonder if other people aren't upgrading this because I'm not further along in the chapters, like you mentioned for the zip line. So everyone else isn't seeing this road either right now, or people aren't in my chapter? Maybe I'm locked out of the chapter where I see new things. Maybe it's chapter 6. Oof, a lot to consider. be nice to late night anti-capitalist? I will. For the cost of one Amazon Prime sub. Ironically. I haven't taken any of that dude's trash at all. I haven't taken any of that dude's trash. That's all on him. Those are going to Lake Knot City. What's your metal count at right now? Pretty high. I'm going to take some metals from you then. I'm going to take 2,000 metals. I'm going to put them on the ground. Thank you. And then I'll deliver this cargo to you. Make delivery. These are yours. Now you have metals back. It's like you never lost them, guy.
Oh, hey. Damn, you carried all this by yourself?
I know. Fairly impressive. Not bad. Delivered 800, took 1,000, avoided the cap too, because I was near the cap. I was at the cap. Perfectly worked out. Smart move, Adrian. So smart.
Well, be safe out there.
No promises.
Good work. New order available.
New news. I have some lost cargo. It's Sam's. It's Sam's! Look at that little Psyduck right there. You've only given me 167 likes, Sam? Future's looking grim. You don't see my stuff often. Speaking of pithy. Thousand metals in the bike, please. Oh, thank you. I won't give you likes, but I will borrow your bike. How sweet. It's very sweet of you. About the pit. Okay. Okay. Now I was going to go to Lake Knot City. Oh, by the way, I hit one of these dudes for the first time ever, and I felt so bad. I genuinely felt like a big jerk. I did not mean to. I was going to the district center, the distribution center, south of Lake Knot City, and I was speeding down that little ramp like I always do, like everyone does. And I didn't know they were inside, down by the ramp, walking down the middle. And I just clobbered one, knocked him out. Didn't kill him, just KO'd him. And the other guy was like, oh. And I was like, no, 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 don't be scared. I'm sorry. It was an accident. And he was like, oh. And I said, no, 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 no. I did not mean to. Don't be scared of me. We're friends. We're part of the same team, remember? And he said, oh. I said that a few times. Did you get the Sam Gets Drunk cutscene yet, by the way? I did not. But now I know about it and I'm miserable because I want to find out by myself. I don't care, dude. I do, but I'll fake it. I don't care, dude. XD, I don't care. Asshole. Don't attack me. I have to upgrade the roadway. What a toss. I'm not in danger. Okay, well. Okay, there you go. I give up. You win. I win. You can have that. You win. I win. You win. Actually, those are my medals. This is the worst day of my life. Okay, let's do it. wants it first? You stole my 1,000 medals? Enough. One for you. Are y'all taking friendly fire or nah? Fight me! Stop trying to attack me when I'm mid-animation, you butt. You did not just grab one of those. One more again. This is misery. I'm standing in a room made up of only big white walls. I know you want to fight. This is so much work. I pressed the button? This person is on one. Okay. Am I still in danger? Those are my medals. Just gonna take those back if you don't mind. Can I please upgrade this? I'm not in danger any longer. Now then. Dun, 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 dun. There was someone shooting at me, but now I'm shooting at me. Okay, let's go ahead and put the other medals on the bike. And I think that should be sufficient. This is mine, it didn't work. And I don't think anything else belongs to me. That does, but you destroyed it. I'm taking it anyway. Thank you for being a friend. I see your buddy over there running. Better fall back, pimp. You're right, there was somebody shooting at me. I asked them not to, and they refused to stop shooting at me. You can imagine my disappointment. Good news is I channeled my power of Mochi Mochi. And it was through the power of Mochi Mochi that I was able to take down my attackers. Also, 1,000 was too much, so I gotta find out how many medals I need to upgrade. How much medals equals how much upgrading. So I'm gonna donate 1,000 medals to Lake Knot City. And then maybe take 400 at a time. Mochi, when you say things like their shooting looks like danger, :D, it makes me laugh. So then I feel empowered to play better. Almost cool. Welcome back, CY. Gotta be careful. Might be dudes walking down here. Hi, I brought stuff. I really hope the things that I brought aren't part of the things that you need that got destroyed. Or if they're just regular metals. If they're your metals, I do apologize. I'm not going to use my weapons. I just have it out to protect myself. There's your books. Anytime, brother. Anytime, Daniel Kaluuya.
Until the next delivery.
Wonder what the idea was about having faces that don't match the voice.
Please access.
How would you do that? So brave, so controversial. What are these orders for that I have? I'll just turn those in. All the edible plants, of course they're for the elder. I'm out here wondering who the edible plants are for. You know who they're for, Adrian. You know who they're for. I don't think that's Daniel Kaluuya's voice. Rather just the portrait, the animation. It is him. But what do you sound like? I don't know if I would say it's a sound. It's just it doesn't sound like his voice. You know what I mean? Based on hearing him in interviews.
Thank you for your contribution.
Actually, I'll let you have those medals because there's more medals down there. I'm gonna go visit the elder because I do wants to get high, and I'd hate to have him miss out on that. Can they use your likeness in a video game and not pay you for it? I'm pretty sure. I don't know the answer to that. I want to say no, but I'm pretty sure that Kojima, more than likely, as a big fan of motion picture, reached out to these individuals and said, "I want you in my game. I'm gonna animate you. Please be here in my big box game." The Last of Us could. I never played it. I couldn't tell you. Or I can't dispute that, rather. Gasp, says everyone. You've never played The Last of Us? Yeah, I can't play every video game in the entirety of the world. As it turns out. Should bring a bola gun in case that happens again. Should bring a regular gun in case that happens again. I don't think I want to take on any orders. He said, knowing he's going to take on orders. A pacemaker? I got to deliver that. I can't be an asshole. Ooh, premium time limit. Deliver within 5 minutes and 7 seconds. I'll come back for that. That sounds like fun. But I'm not doing that right now. No. I already know what's gonna happen if I try that. I can visualize it right now. And I don't want to go to bed angry. And I would. So pass. Oh my god, help him. I will. Just not right now. Not right now. Endless Waltz's cargo. Endless Waltz! Hey! Gundam! I'll keep the ones that go up to the Elder on my person. Because I don't trust them on the bike. I don't trust me to keep them on the bike, I should say. I have a bola gun this time. So if those b-holes try that again, this time, click, clack, clap back. You know what I'm saying? You already know what's going to go down. Exactly. Urgent self-install. Either paid or do you want to be in my game? Sure. Part of me thinks Daniel will be about the dollar. Respectfully. Hopefully he would be about the dollar. Want to be in my game? You gonna pay me? Yes. Oh, say less. Wait, how deteriorated is this one? 68%. Oh, that's one I gotta upgrade too. I'll bring some metals. Once if I can get an average percent per metal. It's not the Joker mobile. If you were going to ride my bike, you will correctly identify it, as I did with your bike. I didn't call your bike the Trigun mobile. It's the Akira mobile. I recognized it right away. The Joker mobile, the disrespect. Hello, can I have some metals? If you would be so kind. Just give me 100 at a time. I'll bring 400, see how that works out. Nothing but candies in my pocket, nothing but paint to keep me warm. Okay. Bon voyage to myself, I guess. I would say it to you. I'm so scared every time I go up these ramps now, or I go down those ramps, that one of those travelers are gonna be there, one of those porters, and they're gonna get T-boned again. Oh, also, the only time that ever happened, which happened last time off stream, which I guess I can't complain about it, but regretfully, after he saw his friend get T-boned, he gave me minus 100 likes. He took away likes, which I didn't know was a thing you could do in the game. But you can. How much does this give me? So each metal is worth 3,000? Oh, it's worth 24? 100 metals is worth 24. So 24,000 per metal. Are likes the currency in this game? You bet. Well, they're a means to an end. I would say the currency is materials. But materials flourish through likes and deliveries, which are paid through likes. So, yeah. It's like a subscription service in a way. So durability's good on that road. Durability's good on that road now. I don't want to worry about that. This one's going to need 500 metals. This one's going to need 400. That one's going to need 300. I'll take more from down there. I got to get to the Elder. Dun, 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 dun. Run to the hills. Run for my life. Dun, 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 dun. See why I think you are trying really hard to find the connections in this game to real world problems. Which on one hand is admirable, but on the other hand, random question, but someone was talking about this at work today, and it seems like an intelligent chat, so I'm gonna ask opinions if that's okay. So one, thank you. It's an intelligent chat. But two, it depends on the topic. I can't promise that I'll participate right now or anybody else will, but we can start off and see what happens. Although a preface is... preface is... startling. I know Nora Match has his fingies on the keyboard, so you have that. I think I have a delivery for you?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Question mark?
Cleared. Weapons
Oh, now you get off on the left-hand side.
locked until departure.
Awesome.
Verified. Thank you.
My lost cargo. Impossible, sir. I've lost 0 cargo ever. Never lost cargo. Zero cargo lost. So perpetrating lies it's just unattractive, Sam. The best way I can put it is unattractive. He's got a lot of medals. Use your medals. Share locker. Oh yeah, all this card. Jesus, where'd this even come from? Give me the elder stuff. I'm not going to the Timefall Farmer. God, I guess I'll go to the Timefall Farmer. Bro, William Lake. I'll take Thomas Sutherland's stuff. So I'll be there momentarily. I'll take William Lake's stuff too. I'll go back up there. I'm unhappy about it though. I might just take William Lake's stuff. That's more than half. Yeah, Dirty South can wait. Yeah, I saw her face. Now I'm miserable. What else do I need? Hold on 1 second. Metal to repair the road, but not wet. Not yet. I'll be back this way. It was regarding the potential TikTok ban. Yeah. I'm in my 40s, so I'm not on TikTok, nor do I care if it's banned, but I do think government shouldn't have that much influence or people choose to do with their phones. But someone posited that Meta has so much government influence and TikTok is the major competitor, so that's probably why TikTok ban will happen. Okay. By Meta, I'm assuming you're referring to like Facebook, Meta, the VR system, the Oculus, that whole thing. I believe one of the reasons the government is giving right now for the TikTok ban is that TikTok is run by a Chinese-backed company. Wait, that's not why. But it's possibly being used as a spyware system installed by the Chinese. And of course, with tensions running rampant right now between the Chinese government and the United States because of Chinese democracy handshakes with Putin and the Russian government and the ongoing conflict with Ukraine, and possibly the Chinese government supporting Russia under the table, the same way the U.S. has been supporting Ukraine under the table. This is just one more way they can stick them in the butt and say, not on our watch. What if TikTok's taken away from every single American in the world? Because you're spying. It'd be an interesting fallout, since a lot of social media influencers not only use TikTok, but a lot of people make TikTok their mainstay. Not even just social media influencers who do Twitch or YouTube, people who just do TikTok only and make their bread and butter on TikTok. And big name corporations that also use TikTok. Like, for example, I like wrestling. WWE has TikTok. It has a whole system set up on there. It'd be interesting. As far as it being used to spy on people to gather intellectual data for the Chinese government, I don't know who's to say. I can't prove that they are or aren't. Well, I think I remember seeing someone say on social media that the problem shouldn't even be about Chinese government's involvement in TikTok and whether or not TikTok collects data. Because once again, in any problem, I can't speak as much for other countries. I can definitely speak for the United States. The problem itself is always dealt with in the micro level instead of the macro level. Trying to find ways to move around guns instead of seeing guns as the problems. Like right now, they're trying to find safe rooms. There's a new development technology taken in place called a safe shelter you can put in schools, which automatically turns your school into a safe shelter to keep kids safe until help arrives from school shootings, which you would think, wow, you're saving kids' lives. Wonderful. Instead of just stopping the ban on guns. So back to the point. Now we're dealing with the idea that maybe the micro level is TikTok might be spying on you and collecting information for the Chinese government. On a macro level, the problem are all the social media things, like Kroby just said, collecting your data. It's just that this one is Chinese backed and is popping off and doing this exceptional job of building revenue for the Chinese government and everything else. That's the social media problem in general. All your social and devices that you have that collect data on you, that's the macro level. That's the problem that should be dealt with. But there's too much money invested in that by us as well in the United States. So it makes me melancholy. Because I know it's an ongoing problem that can't just be checked off as, oh, we can fix this, because we won't. So it just makes me irritated. Not because you brought it up. Don't want you to get the wrong idea. It's just the idea makes me irritated. At least that's my take on the entire thing. And I could be wrong. I want to bump my chest as of this is what I think and I'm right. It's just the way what I've read and what I've seen. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Good talk. I miss seeing you going into GameStop. It was a good time. Looks like you've dropped weight since then. I'm in a constant fluctuation of weight gain and weight drop. I legit spend the year fluctuating between 215 to 245. I have a 30-pound swing. Hugh Jackman talked about this one time when he was on, it might have been Kimmel, Conan O'Brien. I suppose where he was is irrelevant. But he mentioned, non-jokingly, that he has two closets. He has one for big buff Hugh Jackman that he has to do for like films like Wolverine and that stupid robot film, Watch Me. And his more theatrical performances when he does musicals or does like Kate and Leopold romances. He has buff Hugh Jackman closet and he has just normal size Hugh Jackman closet because he's in a constant state of flux. And it just sucks. And then I think about, oh wait, so do I. And I'm like, that sucks. So one day I gotta be with Hugh Jackman and tell him, hey brother, I feel your pain. And, we'll get along, we'll high five and we'll talk about our woes together. It'll be significant. Heh, duty, excuse me, ignore me? Okay. And hello, Flint Shop. I think I said that already, I'm just making sure. I can imagine there would be a guy like that in the Soviet committee, but I doubt there would have been quite that response. The first KGB interaction really jarred for me. Forget the first interaction. I'm sad you weren't around on social media from when that came out, Sam, because that was a good meme for a long time. When Dyatlov said, what's the summoner say? 3.6 rockin', 3.6. Not good, not bad. And that became a meme for a solid 7 months. Whatever it is, not great, not bad. Wonder what Dyatlov thinks about that. Congratulations, you're a Twitter meme now. That's actually a smart idea. Too bad I keep clearing out my closet. Me too. I donate stuff to Goodwill twice a year. Yeah, huge jacked man and Hugh Jackman is a W. Love that one. I'm trying to flux down 6'5", 300, but I've been down at 210. Make your way. I believe in you. I really do. I always do one thing every day and I make sure I drink my water. Except when I go places, like for work. I have to go host somewhere else and terrible about drinking work on the go. Drinking water on the go. Can you imagine drinking work? Don't answer that. That's disgusting. Ceramics, I will deliver those actually. I'm getting caught up in the order mess right now. I need to handle my business. I really need to stop doing this and focus on the task at hand, and I can't because I deliver that, then I gather that, then I deliver that. I'm like, well, I'm here. I can just grab this, and then I'm just constantly grabbing and taking and grabbing like a numbskull. Colossal effing butt. Oh, hey, mental note in case I forget. Lake Knot City has a bevy, a swath of metals and ceramics in the shared locker. Because I will need those for roads, and I'm going to ask y'all, what place had those? And I will forget because streamer brain. So that's now on y'all, not me. Thank you ahead of time. Metals. Give me... what do I need? I need 400 times 3. And then I'll put those on my bike. Hello, Hello, Tina. Good evening to you. Surprising. But you know what they say? Don't look a gift, Tina, in the mouse. Not that you're a horse, it's just the adage. Maxim. You did laugh at that? Wait, which joke? Oh, the Rockin' one? The Rotkin? For Dyatlov? Yeah. I think I meant my TikTok joke earlier. Did you laugh at that too? Familiar, comfy people in the chat tonight? Yeah, we're all here hanging out. Doing kitty cat stuff. And then chat will say Lake Knot City? I hope so, because I will forget. Or I don't remember. I'll forget because I've worked 9+ hours today. Sufficient. Keep on keeping on. Keep on, keep on. I think it was my neighbor's daughter's birthday today, so I spent the last hour listening to teens partying in the driveway outside my window. You know what's weird? Because you being a Twitch celebrity, I would have thought they would have knocked on your door and invited you. Like, hey, yo, Tina, playing beer pong. Come out here. We need one more. Tina, Tina, Tina. Or not. That is what they say, the gift horse thing? Yeah. Dosimeter, yes. The dosimeter. You know what, Sam? You're fortunate. If Chernobyl had come out back in the days when I sent you that fresh balls, I would have sent you a dosimeter. As like a little cheeky, tongue-in-cheek thing. Like, hey, Adrian, I have an extra package. What's this? What's that? I don't know, Sam. Open it up. What is it? And I would have ordered from Amazon, too, and shown you the receipt for it. Oh, how sweet that would have been. I'm sure you can get a dosimeter on Amazon. Which, I'm not sure how to feel about that, saying it out loud, but... I'm sure it puts you on a watch list if you do. The TikTok joke is the one I laughed at. Thank you. I'm especially happy that we're pointing out which jokes were laughed at. I laughed at this joke. You did? About this one? Eh. The engineer, F word. I just keep telling myself that there will come a time when I return to the main story. I don't know when that'll be. Forlorn. Maybe I'm still just emotionally traumatized and devastated by the events that took place over the course of the end of Chapter 3 through Chapter 4 to the start of Chapter 5 in one stream. That and the introduction to the zip lines, which kidnapped all my time.
Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thanks.
The hell was that? What? I did not grab any cargo for the weather station. I'm unsettled. My otter hood is so cute. How did that get there? Did it spawn into the world from the network? I guess. I don't know. I don't even want to know, I think. I live in a building with 100 people in it next to a hospital. Every night's a sleepless night. Oh, that's why you're awake now then, yeah? Mail Cargo 5, the Phantom package. One day I'll beat that game. I don't know when that day is gonna be. I'm not grabbing that package because I don't trust the source. So good luck. Oh god, this charging station is a mess.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Let me upgrade you. There you go. I like this charging station. I use it. There you go. Keep on keeping on. I just used 400 metals, so I'm gonna grab that back.
All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Get a gray wig and a cane to wave. Or you could go outside in your Pikachu Kigurumi. That'd be something. Holy effing S. I just ate something so spicy it made me cry for the first time since Da Bomb. Spice Bomb by Victor Wolf? The cologne? It sounds like a magical occurrence. Good for you. Way to let a few tears out. Healthy. Be 400, please. Baby, 'cause I'm a thug. I'm happy you're all here in the evening. I forgot how relaxing evening streams are.
Keep on keeping on. Safe travels.
No sunshine, no real world. Just me, all of you in the evening. Even though a few of you are currently somewhere where it's not the evening. I don't care. I'm in America. My rules, my stream. It's evening. USA.
Have a pleasant journey.
Did you just reference Trick Daddy? I often do. I've been told my reference game is A1. And the longer you stay, the more references you'll hear. Oftentimes really quick. I don't repeat them. They just happen and then you catch them or you don't. IYKYK. Why are you doing the yeehaw, Ray of Light? Speaking of yeehaw, commercial jingles lately have had me in a torrent of emotions. First and foremost, Burger King, since the top of the year, won't shut up in my head. I laid my head upon my pillow with nothing but the melody of Whopper, 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 chicken, double, triple, Whopper, or chicken fries and something, chicken fries, chicken, spicy chicken, chicken fries, BK, have it your way, you rule. Now their goal is working, is completely effective, so I can't be too mad at them for doing what they gotta do. But now there's that new Dodge Ram commercial with a country artist, I forget her name, and her country song being sang over the Dodge Ram commercial. I've never seen the commercial more times in my entire life. I don't even watch enough TV to see that commercial that many times, and I do. Y'all won't go there. You won't go there. That's cap. Hell no. Is that them? You won't. You won't. Nah, you won't do it. Nah, I'll call your bluff. You won't drive over here. You ain't about that action. You ain't about that action. Quit playing with me. You ain't about that action. Look at you. Parked. Buster. This thing needs help too. Have I eaten any BK because of the jingle? No. Out of spite. They ain't gonna get me. No gotcha from me. This lives rent free in my head. Now I'm curious. Hopefully it's a video of me. When I click it. I didn't do that paver. I'm such a butt, baby. I gotta stop doing that. Let me see what this is. But push it real good. The hell is this?
Hamburger, 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 cheeseburger, 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 Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, Whopper, 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 hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, hamburger, cheeseburger.
Round of applause for Alex for bringing that into our lives. And now we'll never be rid of it. Tragic. Thank you, Nintendo. Yeah, dude, for you. Maybe I'll blast the Whopper song on loop out my window to make the teens go away. Ooh, yeah, because in some locations, especially in the Midwest, Burger King is still open. So the teens will be like, bro, you know what sounds good right now? A Whopper? Bro, how'd you know, bro? That's my impression of teens. Which is the impression adults did of teens when I was a teen. So it's pretty cool that life comes full circle like that. Neum. Ha! Oh, I'm sorry, that was for shrimp platter. Stop having the same color name that begins with A. I can't individualize you. Although if you think about it, it was kind of a nice way to escape blame. You're like twin brothers where one of you can do the bad thing and pull the old parent trap trick or the old T into Mara trick. Shrimp platter, was that you? It was Alex. Laugh track. Alex? What? I wasn't even here. Too late, I associate with Alex now. BK gives me big booty problems. Share that with many other people, please. Share that with others. Inappropriate. At BK. It's good to see you too, dude. Welcome to the UCA. If we switched hats is really funny. That's exactly what happens. Prepper shelters. More structures. Oh, grass green. Thanks, dog. That's exactly what I didn't ask for. You're welcome, Squidward.
Here, I have something for you. It isn't much, but if you want it, it's all yours.
Pretty sure Zoomers would swarm and kill you if you did that impression in front of them, which is why I wouldn't. I know my target audience. You think I haven't spoken to Zoomers? I have. A big booty burden shared is a big booty burden halved.
Order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Agreed. Agreed. Not your big booty, comrade. Our big booty problem. Reminds me of an old... I forget the song. But I remember the lyrics being used for... God, what was before TikTok? What was before YouTube Shorts? I forget the name of that one program that essentially... Before Vine. But there's this one song lyric that goes, "Oh, what that girl doing with that big fat butt? Bum 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 bum." And that boing boing boing, it's like a saxophone play. "Oh, what you doing with that big fat butt? Bum 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 bum." I just thought about that. Memory core unlocked. Which is pretty damning because I would think that most things associated with big fat butts I would never lock away in my memories. I feel like that's something I would always have. Like it was implanted in me. Like it's my memory. You know, it's like in Blade Runner. I know that's not a memory that's crafted for me by the memory creator. That's my memory. It's mine. I'm not making it up. Not Snap. No, it wasn't Snapchat. That's a Jason Derulo song, right? How long has Jason Derulo been around? Because I feel like Jason Derulo only became like mainstream, what, 6 years ago? 7 years ago? But it feels like it was a decade ago. I don't know. IDK. IDK. My Life, the album. What a time. Good times. Good times. I think good times. And what's the other song? And that you want ain't nobody what you say, and it's only one day and they what you say. Cause there's only one way they say live and do not do how you are. I don't do nothing only. And I don't want you say that I'm the time you want and what you say. And that's only one say they say my God. I was in a weird music place. I started just listening to 3 tracks at a time from different people. That's why I know a lot of random music, but if you're like, oh, you like that album? I'm like, I do not know. It was years later that I started listening to entirety of albums instead of just collections. You know what I mean? Like, be sitting there and be, like, just randomly knowing a song by, knowing Watercolor Pendulum. Take me out of this, dun dun. Take me out of this. Take me out of dun 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 dun. I think one of the most random songs I knew was what's a song called? Wine Red, I think it's called. What's it? Who shot the arrow in your throat? Who bit the crimson apple and hung heavy on the trees above your head? This chaos is calamity, assumed to the breeze. In this immortality to me, I'll give you up and set you gloria. We can't go on. This is the place and this is the time to be alive. The sea's wine red. Like, I don't know why I know that song. There's another song called Pretty Girls Make Graves, which I only knew because I got caught in a YouTube loop and I saw someone who uploaded their school film project, which was a short silent film about someone running for their life from an unknown assailant in black and white. And that song was playing in the background and I was like, ooh, who's this artist? And why do I like this? Watercolor slaps though. It's not bad. I'm with it. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm here for it. The best song is clearly Enya, only air horn song. I don't know any Enya directly. Only what I've heard from Pure Moods, the CD commercial. Did she sing? Did they sing "Return to Innocence"? Return to Innocence. Hey, no, with the quickness you type that in. I have never seen you type anything that fast in my entire life. You will gradually come here once every 4 months. And I've never seen you type anything that quickly. Enya stand sided. I never used that word. Respect. No. Enigma? Ah. Do I toss some music recommends in the Discord? Do you feel it's conducive to a good environment if you do so? So have at it, Chief. Oh, sail away, sail away, sail away, doom doom. Sail away, sail away, sail away, doom doom doom. Finding good music in movies and TV shows is a total vibe. Truly is. Also, hello, Kuro. I remember when I was in a bake. What was the other one I used to listen to? Angie Aparo, I think, sang a song called Spaceships, which I loved. When you gonna grow up? Stacio Oricio? There's gotta be more to life than chasing down every temporary high to satisfy me. That's the dance remix. You can tell. There's gotta be more. I got your bike stuck in a rock. Unstuck it. I don't understand. Unstuck. What? Fix it. Oh, these require chemicals and alloys to upgrade. I might be a dumbass, 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 dumbass. You know what vinyl that I have, but no one would guess? Yanni. It was recommended to me by someone I had a crush on. I said, okay. Lost the crush, but gained good music. So, W? I had that Enya album, and my stepmom had the same album with the crack case, and she switched hers with mine. That's tough. That sucks, man. I'm sorry. Jesus. I'll have to play this soon. I keep wanting to ask, what's that thing? Ooh, what's that? I'm like the Curiosity Key from Portal. Good reference. It's funny. The rest of these roads should be in decent condition. Yeah, it's just those roads were messed up. Okay, 21. Now I can upgrade all these zip lines that I have because they're going to be on the low and low. I need chemicals and alloys. Did Lake Knot City have alloys? I know they had resins and they had ceramics, resins, and metals. I'm not sure if they had special alloys and chemicals. This place does, though. Makes me think of Kane. Even though Kane, Glenn Jacobs, sucks because mayor of Knoxville, huge bumping Republican, but his old theme song for a while he had, Slow Chemical by Finger 11, was the business. Live at the Acropolis, the Yanni album that is. I don't know the name of it. It has Yanni on the front of it on the right hand side. It's a cream colored album. There's not much else on it besides that. Did I ever go back to that Five Guys with the employee who kind of flirted with you? Probably not. That doesn't sound like me. We can chalk that one up to no. Crushes are fleeting. Music lasts forever. Big W. All you gotta do is make sure you don't associate the music with the crushes. Then it won't be fleeting. Then it's bad news. Adrian is highly distractible. Post proof. Post proof, you B word. Ooh, I got some resins in here, which is dope because I don't need those. I do need special alloys, so give me that. Can I have some MF and chemicals? I'm kind of sad because I need more chemicals than anything, I think, and I'm pretty sure this place only has 5 hundo and I need 480. Yep. F word. Okay. Deal with it, Adrian. Cope, seethe. I just realized I have to bring them in exact amounts, otherwise I'll overshoot how much each one needs. So I gotta bring two 240s. Which means I gotta put those two 240s in my bike. And then take that special alloy. Alloy, Jesus. Playing Horizon Zero Dawn has ruined my life. And then donate these to this location so I can take out the amount that I need. After taking out the amount that I need so I don't give them too many. Right. Which again is 480 times 2. W. Offload them. So much organization right now is making my butt hurt. And then I'll recycle the ones I just gained. Not those. This one. So now they have those back. And I have the amount that I need. We love a functional mind. OCD Stranding. I don't know if I have OCD. I don't know if I have OCD, ADHD. I don't know. I just know I'm Adrian. Some people like that, some don't. And that's okay. Smiley face. One more special alloy. Because I'm going to need that for the one at the top. Is it on the ground? Oh, why am I yelling? Of course they are. I put him there. Haha. Haha, XD. These weigh more? Those weigh less. So put those on the ground. The heavy ones on the bike. Yes. Then put those on your back. You just like me for real. Okay. If you have severe OCD, this game would kill you. Like all the packages all over the ground. Truly. Alloy versus Aloy. I always get it wrong the first time now. Okay, I love Horizon Zero Dawn more than anything, but I also now have that struggle. What are we going to do about it, Flynn? Just hold that? Saying Aloy more like Ahoy? Or like Ahoy? Aloy? Aloy! I can't stop looking at myself like this where Naja, Trista said, why are you a yellow penis? And I can't unsee it now. No, why are you Pac-Man's dick? I think is what it was. None of you asked for that information, but I thought I'd share it anyway. Yeah, she's right. You want to hear a fun crot fact? Yes. No, 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 no. Why does it always break so poorly? Stretch my legs. Upgrade this biatch. Yeah, but it happens down there too, in the base. Then again, that could be momentum from the ramp. Shut up. No physics allowed in this community. We only have like 10 rules and that's one of them. Does it? Does to me. I got my 23andMe and it said you have more Neanderthal DNA than 87% of other people. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't sing. Don't sing. Don't sing. Don't sing. Knock it off. No, 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 no. Don't do that.
Have a pleasant journey.
That's... Is that good? I mean, I don't know if do I say congratulations? Speaking of, Aloy! There you are. More like packing man, am I right? That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. But my degree. Sorry, LaShoy. Also, good evening, LaShoy. Hello, my little Kupo. Welcome to the #1 do everything except for the main content stream on twitch.tv. I already upgraded this one. I am so proud of past Adrian for knowing my foils. 1, 2, 3 into the 4. Good job, Adrian. The end. Let me upgrade you. Toot-toot-doo. One, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Adrian at the door, ready to make an entrance, so back on up, cause you know we about to rip shit up. Give me the microphone first, cause I'm looking burst like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together, now you know you in trouble. Ain't nothing but a G thing. That's your part. Classroom, that's your part. There you, thank you. Baby. Two loked out niggas going crazy. Def Jam is the label that pays me. Unfadable, so please don't try to fade me. So back to the record at hand. I cannot believe I did it again. I just dropped these off and didn't deliver them. I'm the worst carrier in the entirety of this entire world. I hold that. What do I need? I have the 480. I need 240 chemicals. Patty cake with no hands. That's so raw. I hope it gets stuck in your head. I hope you're streaming, Tina, playing a little Elden Ring. Because, you know, every now and then in Elden Ring, you see some cheeked up enemies. I hope you're playing Elden Ring. You're going to go, oh, look at this girl right here. Patty cake with no hands. And there's going to be like 3 people in your community who are going to go, Tina? I hope I'm there for it. Got this for you, you B word. You are literally the 3rd streamer to break out and rap today. I break out and rap at least once per stream. It is an inevitability. I think last stream it was Jay-Z. Yeah, I was doing Jay-Z from Collision Course with Jay-Z in Linkin Park. Remember? She wanted us to end because I fucked the friend. She gave me one more chance and I fucked her again. I said the tears she busted in. I said shit, the draft little bitch, come on in. I am a little bit of confidence, a little bit of disregard. Remember because Devontae was laughing at that. Like, yeah, he's right. There's a draft. Shut the door, bitch. Come on in. Adrian singing some parental advisory tonight. I cannot be responsible for the rap that I sing.
Please access delivery terminal for further information.
I refuse to be held accountable for it too. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I bought that Aston Martin, y'all thought it was rented? Yeah, I mean, we can do it all. I don't know, there were a lot of people who watched Tina play Fire Emblem. I don't think most folks would be that surprised anymore. About Tina's street cred? What's your street cred like, LaShoy? I'm not going to a mule camp. I know you need self-stimulation, Medican. That's tough, dude. But I cannot help you. Hold that. I will do this for you. Wait, what's the premium delivery like for that? I can do that. A fish. One of my karaoke go-to songs is Nicki Minaj's Super Bass. Yes. Good video too. Good video.
Order assigned.
Are you talking to LaShoy about some Marvel? Some Marvel.
Until next time.
Until next time. This thing's in dire straits, but I don't care because I never ride a vehicle up here, so you gotta hold that, friendo. Goodbye. Look at my baby all upgraded. Oh, the baby's upgraded. The baby. The baby. You know what to do with that big fat butt. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. It's definitely stuck in my head now. It's for the best. There's just certain songs with certain rhythms on certain beats that will stay in your head for weeks. Whisper with Snoop Dogg and Ying Yang Twins is one of those. That's why Snoop is so good. Just like Drop It Like It's Hot. I don't care about the lyrics to that song, just hearing it, you know? When the pigs try to get at you, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. And then when they sing the tune, when they John Dons and they think, cause I got it going on. Skoo! Close win, Crot. Close win. I almost disposed of my vehicle. I would have been sad. Yeah, sad. Oh, sad, sad. I would have been sad. What possibly would have been sad? I definitely would have been sad. I remember for a long time, I think it was the Carter 4. Yeah, the Carter 4. Lil Wayne's 6 foot, 7 foot was the best thing I ever heard in my entire life. Like, what a choice for a beat. To have the song of the Seven Dwarfs, I think it is. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot, nut, but 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot, nut. Excuse my charisma, vodka with the spritzer, swagger down pat, call my shit Patricia, young money militia, and I am the commissioner. You don't want to start with easy because the F is for finisher. This is where I almost hit you guys last time. Not this time, friendos. You're safe. You're safe.
This one's for you. Thanks for the help.
Sorry for hitting you last time, if it was you.
Today's a good day.
That's for you, dog.
Thanks for the help.
Your friend doesn't get any because I walked away. Be safe out there, okay? Oh, really? From me? Man, thank you. Good looking out. Be careful out there, alright? Thank you. You A1. One of my friends used to do the wiggle, 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 wiggle all the time. Did you? Millie? Oh, a Millie? Oh, by Lil Wayne. Get stuck in your head. Great choice. Great choice. Great choice. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch is Harry Belafonte. Ah, my mistake. Thank you. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 bunch. Shickles horde. Shickles horde. Makes me say it like that. Shickles horde. I think it's a good idea to upgrade all these little zip lines now before I catch myself getting mixed up. Then again, Lil Wayne's just that good, though. And when the Carter 5 comes out, it's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. Wayne is my goat. What's up, Middle C, aka Pico, aka Deco, aka Popcorn? I said it backwards. Lil Wayne isn't in the top 10 discussion enough. You can argue top 5. I won't. There's a case to be made. Or top 1. Or top 2 and not 2. There's certain people who shouldn't be left off a top 20 list, minimum. People like him, people like 3 Stacks get disrespected all the time. But the very first time I ever heard Lil Wayne as a YOUF was Go DJ. I had never heard anything like it before in my entire life. I think it was actually on a b-ball court, and I heard that bum 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 bum. Found and daddies in between daddy. Do 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 do. The Carter. So DJ, cause that's my DJ. So DJ, cause that's my DJ. Go DJ, cause that's my DJ. Murder 101. The hottest nigga under the sun. I come under from the Tommy, busting the Tommy. Come under from your garments, your chest and your armpits. Pow, 1 to the head. Now you know he dead. Now you know how I play it. Like a pro in the game. Nah, better yet, I better ran a Hall of Fame. I got that medicine, all your veins. Yes, Cash Money Records, man, a lawless name. Put some water on this track, fresh for all this flame. Like I heard that and I was like, Jesus. This is magic. Magic. I don't think I've ever listened to Wayne. You should. Big timers don't get enough. I sing big timers in here all the time. I fucking love big timers. Manny Fresh. Manny Fresh. Gator boots with the pimped out Gucci shoes. Ain't got no job that I stay fly. Can't pay my rent cause all my money's spent. But that's okay cause I'm still fly. Got a quarter tank of gas in my new E-Class. Nah, I'm hood rich so I stay fly. It's just the stupidest song. I love it.
Hey, how's it going?
We periodically as a stream return to one of my favorite songs of all time, which actually is a big timer's Manny Fresh song, which was on the Midnight Club 3 soundtrack and was the opening song. Video games that started to utilize rap made the biggest W of their life. Like, what if we start putting rap as intro for our games? Cater to the audience. And the minute I rolled up Midnight Club 3, which I was like, it might be as good as Need for Speed, I don't know. And I heard house real big, car real big, dick real big, everything real big, pockets real big, rings real big, things real big. This is really how everything real. Hey, let me tell you how I live. Like that, buy that, 24s, ride that, ladies, gentlemen's, gangsters, pimps, bitches, hoes, stunners, shiners, rich, bitch. I'm a fucking big timer, king of the hood, everything wood. Looking like a forest in that bitch, I'm a put. Big sofa set, big open deck, 615s on the motherfucking deck. Is that a fish tank burrowed in the middle of the dash? Yeah, people, don't you put your fingers on my glass. Like, I sat at that start screen for so long just listening to that. Like, Jesus. Same when NBA Street Volume 2 came out and they had Pete Rock and CL Smooth. Reminisce. I reminisce for a like, man. I find it obnoxious to make top whatever list I saw rap ball or it's rapper ball or whatever. Yeah. I think there are certain artists who do. Here's the thing. Here's a conversation I don't like having with I have right now. I don't like how much we've lost sight of the definition of the word, I think it's underappreciated. Maybe more than like underrepresented. Or underrated. Underrated. I see underrated for everything. Everything. Especially in the NBA world, the wrestling world, the music world. Like, cats be wilding out saying that stuff. People say things like, Drew Holiday is the most underrated point guard in the league. No, he's not. He's not underrated. People know exactly who that dude is. World-class A1 defender on perimeter and an NBA champion. He is not underappreciated. He's very appreciated. Undervalued, yes. Underrepresented. Undermentioned. But underappreciated? Everything's underappreciated. And underrated, rather. Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, underrated for real. For sure. Exactly. That's exactly what it... But Bohemian Rhapsody is so underrated, bro. Like, no one talks about that. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I swear to God, Rey Mysterio is like so underrated. So is Eddie Guerrero. No, dude, everyone knows who they are and they know they're goated in Lucha Libre. Stop doing that. I see it all the time and I hear it all the time. We've lost sight and value of what underrated means. Underrated is overrated? Yes. Agreed. Agreed. I made no book in the seat and the beat and the beat and whack ass beat. That's a track last week because that's that beat because everybody in the studio was like, that's that heat. A bass heavy medley with a sample from the 70s with a screwed up hook that goes stack that cheese. Something, 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 stack that cheese. Mother, sister, cousin, stack that cheese. He couldn't think of nothing. Stack that cheese. Sorry. Man, I'm so tired of AC/DC. How are you tired of a band that's 45 years old? Social media has contributed a lot of underrated being overused. Yes. Because now underrated means not talked about on social media every second of the day when it comes to sports. Yes. And I understand that language evolves and language changes. I do understand that. The same way that literally no longer means literally the way that it used to be. Because we've misused it so much that we add the definition that literally is exaggerated. It's not mean literally anymore, but in an exaggerated sense. But then you look historically at words, how their definitions have changed over time. A lot of the words we use now didn't mean what they used to mean. So I get it. I think it just sucks now because we're in an age right now where technology is so rampant and everything is at our fingertips with Google on our phones or Google on our listing devices. We can just ask questions on the fly and get answers. I feel like we're at a point now where things like that shouldn't take place. Language evolution to me is different than language disillusion. Having a misunderstanding of what something is and just changing it as a culture because we have access to it all the time. We can find out what that word means and how it pertains to things right now because it's right there. If it was 200 years ago and the words change, yeah, it changes because you saying it on the West Coast is different than saying on the East Coast because by the time y'all both meet in the center and find out you've been saying it differently, oh, oops. I guess in Poor Richard's Almanac, we'll update that. You know what I mean? But now, I don't get it. Sometimes in culture, it's different, though. Like in my culture, tough. Tough literally means the opposite things at different points. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you got on the Jordan 5, the Wizards edition? Shit's tough, man. Thank you, thank you. Oh, bro, what happened? Man, someone stepped in my new Jordan 5s. That's tough. which is why it sucks to learn English slang as a non-native English speaker. Imagine speaking to your friends saying that's tough. It is? Yeah, it's tough, right? That's not tough. Well, it is tough, I guess. How'd you say it? That's tough. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that works. Anyway, language is fun and also not fun. This has been brought to you by Okaydrian. Adrian, can you say Oregon? I say like Oregon, not Oregon. I don't say Oregon. I say Oregon. Oregon is how I say it. I know that trick. Just like Louisville. Not Louisville, not Louisville. Louisville. Games in your phones, but don't believe everything you read on the internet? Why not? I think part of it is that some of these folks don't hear discussions, and after putting in zero effort to find... Yeah, that's exactly right, Alex. Putting in zero effort to find these discussions, they're just like, bro, I'm telling you right now, like... I feel like Sprite is just so underrated. Shut up. Then again, it does come down to worldview, too. How many things you've experienced in your life, or how many times you choose to, kind of like what you said, how many times you've gone outside your bubble of expertise. If you first start getting involved in a league of things, you start watching the NBA and you're like, bro, I think Jimmy Butler's underappreciated or underrated. Is Jimmy Butler underrated? Or do you just watch Heat games? I watched the Heat and like 4 other teams. All right, well, here's the thing. He's not underrated. Everyone knows who Himmy is. Everyone knows who Jimmy Butler is, and they appreciate him. Is he discussed every play? Is he mentioned in highlights enough? I don't know. The Kings, before they got on their winning streak, they were underrated. And even when they started lighting the beam, they were still underrated because they weren't being talked about. People were saying, why has this team got this kind of record? Ergen. People say words they hear a lot. Is how human brains work. What are you, a phrenologist? Huh? You got a few brains and some mason jars, Sam, you poke at and try to figure out what kind of person they were? The Kings don't move me. I look forward to them to have a swift first round exit. I'm from there, and there's only one way to say that accurately. There you go. They were having a fantastic regular season. I'm glad they're making it to the playoffs, but people are touting them as contenders, and I don't see it. I think they'll put forth a really good effort. Supporting cast is really good. Harrison Barnes used to be in the Mavericks. I know what that's like. I see what that dude can do. Let's get this dude his pacemaker. I feel badly. Let's do a premium style. Pacemaker in 5 minutes and 7 seconds. Bet. Do it for her. Corkboard. Do her patty cake with no hands. I belched. Excuse me. Or he dies. Oh my god, if that was a condition, that would be tough. I'm putting it on my back because if I put it on the bike, I will forget to carry it up and I'll be so sad. What the fuck is all this? 3 of them? Correction. Put the bola gun on the bike. Put the cargo thing on the bike as well. And put this stun bomb. Well, put the other bola gun on the bike as well. Can fit, right? The bike's too small, just like me. For real. Hello, shish kebab. Keep on keeping on.
Order assigned. Delivery parameters updated.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dum da da do do dun 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 dum da da do do dun 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 do do dun da da dun 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 da da dum do do dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Play so many hours of that. It's just stuck in my head. You know what I mean? Doom 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 doom, boom boom boom, dun 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 dun, boom boom dun, dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh wait a minute, we're getting close to the boss now. Dun 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 dun. Whoop whoop! I'm gonna make it. Dun 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 ba-da-da-dum. Anxiety, no kidding, man. I forget what level 3 is called. Level 1 is Green Hill Zone. I think level 2 is Labyrinth Zone. And I think 3 is Chemical Plant.
Thanks for dropping by.
I get Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 confused all the time, dude, so I don't know.
You may.
You have to do the wop 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 wop. We made it. Looks like we made it. Biatch. Random question critique. If it's made of energy, can you call it a zip line? There's no zip sound. You'll have to contact Kojima Productions for that one. I don't know. Thank you, Donkey Feet. New Jersey to you as well. 2 is Chemical Plant. I guess 3 must be Labyrinth. Ah. Yeah, Chemical Plant is the one that has the different steel pipes that you go around. And Labyrinth is the one I think that has the bridges that break when you step on them at certain parts. On the end especially, and it has the pit down below. I think. I don't know. Aquatic Ruin Zone. Oh, yeah. Adrian, how do you say hydrosity? Hydrosity or hydrocity? Hydrosity. C language discussion earlier. Yeah. I still see Norman Reedus zipping around those lines. Shoutouts to me. I'm a skilled courier. You will now tire less easily. Thank you, video game.
Here, I have something for you. It isn't much, but if you want it, it's all yours.
Thank you. What is it? Oh. You shouldn't have. How about you keep those for now, and I'll come back to them. All right? Thank you.
Until next time.
Bye. I must walk the dog and then go to sleep, but I may say stumbling on this stream was a fortuitous accident. I'll be back because the chat has been spectacular. I pride myself on having a community that I enjoy because I cultivated it from day one and didn't allow it to change beyond a reasonable measure. It may not be 2,000 deep, but there's not Kappa spanning and it's not an echo chamber. I'm wrong, they tell me. I'm right, they
For subscribing.
mention it. And plus, it's cross-platform in a way. I share a lot of communities with the same people. I share communities with Pleasantly Twisted and J-Rock the God and It's Tina, so a lot of that carries over. So I'm pleased. Thank you. This is the classroom. I will warn you, it's not always like this, though. You caught us in the good evening, which is a sign, I think, of a good community as well. Inconsistently consistent. And thank you for gifting a sub, Tasty Shrimp Platter, to CY76. Have a good dog walk. Oh yeah, gift a sub. You know what time it is. Just like Twitch Studios is no longer a thing. And I think that was one of the best things they put out. Twitch Studios responsible for all the original content pushed out. Remember the other day when I showed y'all that clip from E3 2018? And a bunch of you were like, ah, Twitch, the good old days? Even today on Twitter, I posted a video from old Twitch, not Twitch Studios, from Twitch Gaming, which is not Twitch Studios. Twitch Gaming is like Twitch Studios reincarnated. And it's kind of ixnayed as well. Everyone loves that stuff, like, ah, the good old Twitch stuff. And they keep getting rid of it.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Thank you for gifting us up to Necro. That name. Funny enough, Necromancy, I think, was one of the names that I saw at E3 2018. Because I was doing the E3 Totino's Pizza Rolls check-in, and I saw the name Necromancy, and I was like, what Necromancy? What is this name all about? It was Necro someone. I remember seeing the name Necro. Then we talk about VoDs songs for more than half of an hour. How to grow your community. How to grow your community. You know what I mean? I remember Code Carnage was a part of it and it went down like a meteor because someone super flexed the position into a hate run or something. Every now and then Twitch has really good ideas about ways to fix the Twitch ecosystem. But scanning the people that you're going to introduce, it's got to be a better way to do it. And choosing people who have the right qualifications for the content that's looking to be discussed. Like, are you at a level where you think you can properly contribute to what's being asked of you? I can understand the appeal of wanting to have your big name people a part of certain programs, but you got to make sure they're qualified too. Not through a cursory, we spoke to you. All right, yeah. Bet. Approved. Choose you. You wouldn't take it if they did offer it to you. That's Caposaurus Rex. I miss Adrian being the Totino's Pizza Roll guys. I do too. I was really funny. I was really, 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 really funny. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This improvisation. Look at your boy's stunt. There you go. Look at your boy's stunt.
Okaydrian, how are things going over there?
Not well.
Oh no.
Not well, Marcus. It's
Why?
Oh well, the pizza rolls.
It's well.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, no. It's the last. It's the last E3 check-in, powered by Totino Pizza Rolls.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Oh. Well, we'll come back. Let's do.
No,
let's
it's
do
fine. It's fine. It's whatever, man. We'll just do it and get over it. So, hey guys, what game from the Sony conference are you most excited for? Last of Us 2, Spider-Man, Ghost of blah blah blah, or Death Stranding? I was in my bag that entire show.
Don't be sad, okay, dude.
I'm not sad. Shut up, man. That's sad.
Oh no.
That's sad. I love that part so much because I genuinely love that shirt. But I thought it'd be a good physical gag. I thought it'd be a good physical comedy gag to wipe Totino's Pizza Roll sauce on my white portion of my Waluigi Misfit shirt. Love it so much. The best part is the end of that clip. You can kind of hear, fucking Ezekiel third go, "Oh no, not," he said, the way he says it is so sarcastic. I love it. He goes, "Oh no, not your Waluigi's Misfit shirt." Just spelling out the entirety of what it was really funny. Those are the good Twitch days for that kind of stuff. I love that content. Wheat cackling. Marcus knew I was in my bag. That's why. Oh, I'll show you one more. I should have saved this for Tina. Tina loves these kind of clips. This right here is one of my greatest callbacks of all time. Do I have it? There it is. Who remembers this from the E3 2018 show?
Everyone have a great E3.
Thank you!
That was our last poll. The hot mic. When they were so happy with the presentation, walking off stage, we nailed it. We nailed it. Microphone still hot. I thought that was so cute to be so happy because they did nail it. It was a good presentation opening. Anyway.
Everyone have a great E3.
Watch.
Thank you!
That was our last poll. I hope you guys had fun.
Okaydrian, you did a great job.
Great job, Okaydrian.
Hopefully I'll see you guys in the future.
We're gonna
Well
see
done.
you tomorrow.
We killed it.
And there's your end. I got that joke a little too late.
Like I said, I was in my bag. I was in my bag. For sure was in my bag. I like the fact, well, Seltzer got it first, then Zeke got it, and then Marcus caught it way late, which is why he was like, this is, I got that joke from a little bit earlier. Love it. The pizza roll mouth catch better be in your show reel. This one right here. Here you go. It's a stupid clip.
With the check-in over at the Totino's Pizza Rolls check-in. How you doing, Adrian?
Doing great. Actually, I'm gonna try something really quickly, so I'm gonna do it.
Nailed it.
Delicious. This is the E3 check-in stage, powered by Totino's Pizza Rolls. We're back. My favorite part about that is that after I didn't catch it, I proceeded to chew the air. And then Zeke obviously saying, nailed it. And me going, delicious. It's just good. It's just good effing stuff. Good F-wording stuff. Isn't there one where you did get it? Unlikely. You don't do the same joke twice, Sam. I could do it as an ongoing joke where every time I did it, I would go there and try it, eventually leading to a point where I catch it on the last day. I want to upgrade this one, but I can't. Oh, I already did. I'm a god. Where are mine? Shoutouts to me. Look at you, boy, traveling. I'm never walking this path ever again. Nowhere matches ladder. Shoutouts. I upgraded this one too. Adrian, in the past, you little devil, you. I missed this one. There it is. Nailed it. Yep, Paul Shack. A zip line over this entire mule camp. That's good shit. Thank you, Alex. If you recall, Alex, the last time that I was here, what I went through on that bike. Remember that? I never want to go through that ever again. So I'm going to spend the chiral network. I'm going to spend it in locations where I know I'm not dealing with BS. And that's a location that has B with extra S. You're back with some low-fat lemon yogurt. I'm sure Sam and others will be pleased with your yogurt. Nice job. Is it delicious? Look at this spot where it drops me off. I got a little run path right here I can go down. And I'm right here. Got a generator right there for safekeeping. Someone built a station over there for a home. Nothing but dubs. This thing I think needs to be fixed though. It's kind of rusty. I'll upgrade it. What's the condition of this thing like? Because I use this pretty often. I'm a fan of yogurt. Nice. Eating soft foods is a... Oh, yeah, your wisdom tooth was removed. So you're in the trenches right now. Unfortunate. I am never taking this dude's stuff to the Crater Lake. Ever. No. It's just staying right here. What the hell happened here? Lunch was mac and cheese. Dinner was mashed potatoes. Okay, so you're eating kid cuisine. Very nice. Very nice. Liverless cargo. Hell nah. Keeping that ish. Must have lost your damn mind. Zipline for sure. Beats taking a soul and a reallocated, if you will, mule truck back and forth to the camp like you used to do. Oh, that's rough, dude. One of the other reasons I did it too, Alex, is because I knew that eventually I would want to start taking stuff here to Junkman's, and I didn't want to deal with it that way. So I can just get on a zip line from DC, not city, to there. My life was so much easier making deliveries for this dude. I focused my zip lines on interconnectivity. Could I get to locations that I need to? Like, could I drive to one location, then zip line somewhere else and get where I need to be while carrying the cargo? If I can't get there by road, can I get there by zip line via the road? Eventually. That's how I choose what goes where. You didn't ask, but I'm telling you anyway. Like right now, South Knot City. I don't have a zip line to South Knot City. I could ride down there from this point, but I don't want to risk going through BT and Timefall area. So I'd probably just take the materials, take my zip line back to DC, and then just ride the highway from DC to South Knot City because the road's completed, and do it that way. Can't be kid cuisine without the nuggies. True. And that brownie that doesn't stay heated. Do your job. Unite America. Restore the creepily intimate relationship with your sister. Oh yeah, we have to unite. We have to rejoin, Shishk. My sister and I. We have to rejoin. She'll be waiting for me. My background doesn't get enough appreciation. You know what, Rose? My background is underappreciated. Suck it, Middle C. My background is underappreciated. My background is the Lil Wayne of streaming. My background is the Drew Holiday, the queen of streaming. Let's go. I'm turning into a pumpkin. Oh, sleep well. Or else. You know the rules. Give me Do-doom, doom, and also give me do-doom, doom, and also give me do-doom, doom, 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 and give me do-doom, doom, do-doom, doom. Is it optimized? Backgrounds to Tech 9. Speed Rapper. Oh, you can do this one. I'm gonna go full.
Deploying.
Let me show an example of my interconnectivity, so you can see how little work I want to do in this area. The DC, I can get there easily. Where do you want this taken? Oh, you don't have one to the wind farm. That's too bad. Maybe to give it out for free, like dum da dum dum. I got 5 on it. Something told in the key. I got 5 on it. Looking in that Indomie. Yeah, the weather station. I'll take one there. Good night, Rose. Thank you for hanging out. That's not my carrier. Oh, I can't take this mission. There's too much stuff. Too much stuff. Can't do it. Sleep well. Take me down to the South Knot City where the grass is dirt and the girls are horrific apocalyptic beach things. Okay. Oh, yeah, you could have said BTs. That's rough, man. You might have cooed your last Poe.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected.
Yeah, I'll upgrade that generator because I do use that from time to time.
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
400 metal, wasn't it? Yeah. Maybe there's somebody in this share locker. Oh, am I looking at that? Well. No medals. Carry by hand. Say less. Left hand. That's heavy. You see him? Struggling. Yes, I did play Burnout Paradise. Burnout Paradise is one of the best games ever made. Had so much fun playing that effing video game. We're okay. We're okay.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Easy. There you go. Enjoy, friendo Nintendo. Okay, that's upgraded for someone else. They'll appreciate that. I use it often, so it's good for me. My zip lines over that mule camp are now upgraded fully. Well, to level 2, which is good enough for now. My zip lines to the Elder upgraded, which is what I wanted. So that's good. So there's only 2 more sets of zip lines I have to upgrade. 2 more sets of zip lines I gotta upgrade. And locations where they're definitely needed. Look at those mules down there. You can't do nothing about this, bozos. I'll ping you. Yap. Look how mad they are. I'm Sam. I kid you not, I really do think one of these days they're gonna launch a javelin right at me and it's gonna T-bone me right off of this. I said that last stream and I hope it happens. It'll be the most clipped thing in Twitch history. It won't be. It'll get 20 views. It'll be a good 20 views. Easy. Underrated clip for sure. That's the dagger right there. Wonderful. Very nice. I'm gonna leave this in the ground. Weary travelers, that belongs to you now. Use it better than I did. Come on, let's roll. Did any of you watch the footage from PAX East they had for Final Fantasy 16? I think they had like 7 big executives there talking about 16 and what you can look forward to and the guardians of the icons and all that stuff. I saw Curious Joy posting about it on Twitter, so I briefly caught a glimpse of it, but I haven't had a sit down read for it. I did, Tommy. I did. My highway hasn't branched out to the incinerator or the Mountain Knot City area, but every other part around here is built. I want to ride my chocobo all day, you son of a bitch. You kinda am about 16? Same. He typed 6, but I knew what you meant. Unless you meant 6. And you're just talking out loud about 6 and no one asked. I'm kinda mad about 6. My reoccurring nightmare is that one of these days I take this corner too hard and I go careening off of this area. Right into all that time fall down there. Here's to hoping it doesn't happen. Patty cake with no hands. Sorry. Ooh, ceramics too. That's tough. I'm sorry. Did Mama upgrade these? Oh, Mama, you're so lazy. Okay. That's not true. She works hard as hell. Here you go. Unless it's an undeniable masterpiece, all signs point to no. Unless. Yeah, how dare you? Sorry. You know I love Mama. You know I ride or die for Mama. DMF 16? DMF? I was thinking about DTF. Devil May Fantasy? Give me another set of chemicals and alloys. Alloys. Confirmed. I didn't put it on my bike because I'm not smart. Go see Lena. Go see Lena. I see the real rating. That's Devil May Cry. Most of y'all knew that already, though. Alright, check this out. I love these zip lines more than anything in the entire world. My entire life is nothing but zip lines now. I've fallen into the nowhere mass trap. Please tell me Mama upgraded this one. She did. Let's go, Mama. We got one down here too. You know what time it is? Enjoy your upgrade. It's that damn cold night. Ooh, rainbow over there. Guess where I don't want to go. None of you answered, but it's over there. Is the answer. I'll ask again. Hey, guess where I don't want to go?
Structure upgraded.
Thank you. Where? Okay. To mountain, not city. Also true. You made ravioli for dinner. Oh, that's right. It's almost midnight for you. Enjoy. I got one right here. Gonna upgrade this one. While I go visit not Conan O'Brien. So apparently he's not there. Good thing I put this here though. This is my shortcut to getting to the cosplayer. Pretty cool, huh?
Structure upgraded.
Work smarter, not harder. There we go. I'm a little ladder to avoid the rocky walk right there. And then right here. Ta-da! Nice and easy.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
How neat? Thank you. You're neat. What do you need taken where? I'm not going to South Knot City though. Sorry. I will take some materials though, if you don't mind. Let me get them chemicals again. Let me get them special alloys as well. Just one set. Beautiful. Put a shitload of Parmesan on it, like enough to make my parent ask, do you want some ravioli with your Parmesan cheese? I'm not too big on ravioli, but with enough shredded Parmesan cheese, any pasta tastes good. I'm with you. I'm team shredded Parmesan. Everyone's made the same joke before, but the reason everyone makes the joke is because it's true. When you go to Olive Garden or any Italian restaurant really that offers shredded Parmesan cheese, and they say when, just I hope you have really good arm strength and forearm strength and grip. Isometrics. Because you're going to be grading for quite some time if you're waiting for me to say when. And I hope you brought enough for the rest of the tables around me. Thank you, Junji Ito, for cheering me on. Let's get it. Back up here. I hope that's a fresh block in that shredder is true. And then, check this out. How's this for a booyah moment? Booyah! What a dork. Right across this large body of water. No having to go all the way around. I can just go right here. Yeah! Ta-da! Bum 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 bum. Not bad, huh? That's where I put my lifts, my zip lines. That's how I cut down on time and deliveries. And the best part is I'm not even done yet. I should play this. I should really just play this game, huh? Got it for Christmas, haven't gotten to it yet. You should. So I can have more friend connections instead of waiting for Shish to log back in. Yeah, I'm Sam. Yo, Alex, check this out. We could go right there where we came from, right? Or what? Ha! Look at where I end up. Like I said, there's certain pathways I just don't want to take ever again. And now I'm at the Timefall Farm. All the way from Mama's. Essentially, South Knot City. I can just zip line all the way here. Massive W. And look, look, look! I didn't even build this. Someone else built this here. Want them chemicals, blood. Is this a Kojima masterpiece? A KMTM? Yes. Anybody hear me? Hello. I gotta upgrade this one, and there was another one up there I gotta upgrade. I gotta fix this dude's thing too, because this needs some love.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
If I wanted to, I could have grabbed the vehicle and rode it over here. Anyway, infrastructure is rad, like you were alluding to. I love that I don't have to make that trek any longer. My ultimate fear, and again, no spoilers, I have this nagging fear that at some point in the future, there's gonna be some kind of chiral network breakdown. Sim, I don't know how to explain it, but all previous activities can be accessed. You have to go on foot, Sam. And I'll be no lifts, no zip lines, no roads, and everything I came to love will be gone again. As a lesson to me, the game player, of how quickly everything can be taken away. And I won't appreciate it. I'll just be angry. I get the message. I don't care. How much did that need for an upgrade? It needed chiralium crystals and also special alloy, right? 3,200? Hello? Anybody hear me? I'm Sam. It's way too much, dog. Sorry, doing math. Sam, can you check this out for me? Don't ask me to check out anything. Leave me alone. Anyway, this is my game. I'm genuinely happy I'm playing it too, so I'll be ready for when Death Stranding 2 comes out. Because had I still been on my I don't think I'm going to play this train, then Death Stranding 2 will release, and I'd be like, oh, this looks interesting. I should play the first one. Not knowing that one of the most important parts of the game is if you get a chance to play it the first week release and you're part of the building infrastructure network. Now I know. Thank you. Can you take a look outside? Never again, dude. Never again. No more looking outside. They can do that themselves. Also, hello, Irrationally Rational. See, in games that allude to things you build up breaking, if they gave me a chance to mitigate the breaking, I am not pissed. You want some control over it. Denied. Denied. Enjoy your upgrade, B word. Got my alloy. 60. Okay, so I still need. Okay, 180. Did you have 180? You're just a bit outside. Did you have 180? You're also just a bit outside. But I could take a portion from you and a portion from him. And also I could take all of your special alloys to put towards that room. And all yours too. Give me that bike. Time keeps on slipping. I love gigabit internet. Gonna be done loading Death Stranding in under half of an hour. I'm happy for you. It may not seem like it, but I'm happy for you. Oh, right. That's foolishness. Why can't I go inside with my bike? Has a giant hologram sign that says no vehicle entry. Denies me. I'm left wondering why. Hand in my butt. Curious. Did I put all this on me? Carry by hand. I should have brought the other bike. I don't think I have any short range bikes. I think they're all long range bikes. Which means I gotta leave this here anyway. Stay here. Cause tonight is the night that I'll put my Poe right. Be making love the whole night through.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Delivery. Wait, which one did I leave behind? Which one did I leave behind? The 1200. Ah. That one has to go here. So give him this one and that. And then go back to the 1200 and give it here. Yes. You have a short range the distro south of Lake Knot. I know because I parked it on a rock. Thank you. Thank you. Just so everybody's on the same page. As soon as I finish upgrading that housing unit right there and upgrade my other zip line, I'm gonna be calling a stream. I was gonna make this a 2-hour stream, but we got caught up talking about all kinds of fantastical things, and it's been an hour, 3.5 hours. Which I'm sure a lot of you are happy about that, content being what it is. You're welcome. Which again, thank you for the gifted subs, which is a nice reward. Maybe it's just my destiny to be a late night streamer. You know what I mean? That song, True to Your Heart. Be true to your heart. I just gotta make sure my sub count always reflects that. Lo and behold, the tragedy of being a content creator. Okay, so I have enough chemicals to Do nothing. All right, it's mega zip line time. First and foremost, store this ish. End up being a little longer than expected, but that's how things go sometimes. Plus, we got to see some cool folks stop by. That's very true. Like one hopefully now slumbering is Tina. Maybe the teens eventually stop teening. Fingers crossed. I just want him to say I'm Sam once while ziplining. Because it would be so ridiculous. This was the one that needs to be upgraded, I think. This one right here. Yeah. Yep, that's the one. But I don't have the mats for it yet. Not timefall on my zip. That's exactly why I'm upgrading it too. I love the after hour streams. Yeah. We need more late night streamers. Underappreciated for sure. The late night streams are what got me to stick around since I'm usually up late myself. I guess the good news is I find the same people in daytime and nighttime streams who just love the content. Lashoy, Alex, Shish will be here in daytime and nighttime. Potatoes here, daytime or nighttime. So I guess having that to look forward to is kind of a W, you know? I'm Sam. Can I please don't do this, please. Don't do this to me. Thank you. My favorite part about that shout is that you can hear, hey, I'm Sam too, shout it back at you. Yeah, as long as you're near a chiral network activity. If you're near a P spot or you're near a post box, hey, I'm Sam too. Hello. Hello? The first time that happened to me, I think, was like day 2 of streaming. Where I was just having a goof, shouting like, haha, this is funny. I love content. And I actually froze on stream and I was like, hello. Hello? And I was like, what? I'm Sam. I'm Sam too. And I was like, yo, stream, what is this? What's happening to me? I hope you're having a cozy tuck yourself in, Faye. You don't gotta say anything. I'm just talking to you. Your butt. I don't need that many chemicals. I do need that many alloys, though. Chemicals, I need... Why is math so hard for me? Jesus. 30, 60, 90, 92, 10, 90, 30. Can I even get 30? I think I can, actually. Ah! Ha ha ha! I should donate all these. I should donate these and get 1 240. Good idea. So recycle these. Now 1 240. Easy. Nice. I'll actually store the rest of this stuff here too, because I don't need it here. I'm not getting attacked out there, he says, as he's about to get attacked for being so arrogant about not being attacked. I have nothing in the private locker here anyway. I like dropping stuff off for myself, or later on I go, man, I wish I had this. And I'm like, oh my god, I did put it there. Let's go, Adrian. I'm keeping my blood bag because I'm prone to falling. Then I'll swap my boots out too. So let's do private locker. Bridges boots. Put on. The other ones are worn down, so I'll recycle those. Hepatitis, not a thing? Not in the future. Perfect. Now I have a light and load. I have my 240 and my 480. Now all I gotta do is figure out what was the exact amount that I need over here again. That's how far away it is. Amazing. 1400. 1400 alloys. What do I have? No bonus ones yet. Perfect. Go to the share locker. Grab that 1200 right there. And then grab the 200 from you. 240's fine. Bonus in case I miscounted. Oh, did you have any chiralium? Chiralium? You did. MFer. Give me that too. I gotta take all of it. I'm sorry. I know. Greedy. What a butt. I know. I'm sorry. I feel badly about it. I don't. Goodbye. Wait, can I just rearrange this too while I'm at it? Sure can't. Cope. Shishka busy. Why'd you stop playing this game? Way back when. You don't mind me asking. You don't have to answer, obviously. I'm taking a week of paid time off when Death Stranding 2 comes out. Smart. And then your week... Oh, I hope you beat it during that week. Because if you manage to get really far in that game, that means you're going to spend your work days thinking about how close you are to beating the game. Or finding fantastic new devices. Hoping the best for you. My man is so strong. Good lord. This is my favorite unrealistic part of this game. I don't mind it either. I mean, it's MGS. That all of that is just bogus, so... I don't mind that Sam Bridges is carrying... What? 223 kilos up via rope. I don't mind that at all. That's perfectly fine. 550 pounds? Yeah. It's not realistic, Adrian. I do it all the time. My first playthrough of 1 was 143 hours, so I don't think I'll finish 2 in a week. What if you no life it? Just really no life it. I don't recommend that, obviously. Don't do that. You could. You'd be in a bad way, though. What a great answer. I'm too old for that. Is a great answer. Ray of Light, you were actually 100% correct. The exoskeleton is what allows me to carry more weight. I think without it, I can carry 180 kilos. With this one, I can carry 360. There's a speed one, but I don't use the speed one that often. I don't find myself having to go fast on feet that often, but I always find myself needing to carry more cargo. Very situational, pour moi. Okay, all my zip lines are upgraded to level 2, which means they'll have time fall resistance 50%. I'm okay with that. When they deteriorate down to 30%, then I'll upgrade them to 100% or whatever. Shake his butt. Does it not go up his arm? No, it's just leg based right here. Because when you equip it, you can't attach things to your lower legs either. You know what's funny is that over there's a highway that's broken off from the previous America. And some part of me thinks in the future that highway is going to repair itself. And it's going to make all this negligible. But if it does, oh well. Oh, there's a strand right there. That's really close by. I don't usually see BTs in this area. Those strands are right there. That's... Oof. Another reason I love having this build here. No, we're fine. Don't worry. We're fine, but oh no is right for the most part. Got any chiralium partner? You do. TYVM. Just give me enough to have 500s and change. Perfect. Okay, let's finish the upgrade. Or I will finish the upgrade. Not let's. It's my task, not yours. You're watching. You're the classroom. This is my task alone. Sorry, y'all. Finally.
Please stand clear of the designated construction.
I think honestly now what I'll probably do, because again I have Sundays and Mondays off from streaming. On my day off, I'll probably finish upgrading this road over here. On my day off. I believe this road is going to lead to Mountain Knot City because the sign right here says this way to Mountain Knot City on the highway. So I got to finish paving right here. And I saw one up here, which I'm sure is going to connect all this because this one I did. See where it goes. So this is obviously going to connect this to that, which is great because I'll have a route right there. And then this one needs a lot of mats. Not as much anymore. And that should probably go right here to right here. And there's probably another one over there I'll have to get to, which is fine. Or might go up there. Who knows? I'm hoping the other portion of this goes this way to Weather Station. Because if it does, I can get rid of these zip lines because I won't need them. I'll have my route up here to the weather station through this road. And that'll give me some more network. The Kybralium network. You know what I mean? Because right now I'm using the zip lines where I take stuff from anywhere over here. I leave the DC or whatever. I ride the road right here. Then I go to this zip line right here. And I ride it all the way up here to the weather station. Easy peasy. I was using these out here to help build in these areas. Like right there, I'll take that one over there too. Anyway, that's my offline task. So when I return to streaming on Tuesday, I should have an entire road network to Mountain Knot City, which means Tuesday I'll return to the main story. I'll be satisfied with all me upgrades. Nice. Structure upgraded as well. W. Give you tons of likes because I love this structure so much. Now I'm going to return back to my bike that I left behind by Mama. Wait, did I run? I think I ran from there actually. Here to there, there to there. Remove all markers. Took that to there. That's not mine, is it? That to there. That's cosplayer. I did take a bike up there. Durability is at 9%. Oh, no, I didn't. Because I have this up here. Which means, and I took this one to right here. Oh, I do have my bike outside. It's my ride too. Yep. I'm gonna zip line all the way back to Mama's place, store that, and then stream's over. Let's do it. I always imagine Batman has something like that going up his arm so his arm doesn't get ripped off when he uses the grapple gun. The grapple gun's one of the coolest things too in Batman lore. You reminded me, Ray of Light, I still have not watched The Batman. And I keep meaning to. I'm a sucker for Batman films. I've seen all of them. The major motion pictures. The original Keaton, Kilmer, Clooney, the Nolan series. So I have to see the Robert Pattinson one as well. I just keep putting it off because I know it's almost 3 hours long, man. And I don't mind long cinema, it's just I have to put aside time for it. I remember the first time I watched Gangs in New York, I didn't know that film was like 2 hours and 48 minutes long. And I felt like I was watching a miniseries. DVD collection. I enjoyed it. Cameron Diaz, DiCaprio, Daniel Day-Lewis. But I was like, is this movie not over yet? Good Lord. That's also why I haven't seen the other Scorsese flick that came out. The one after Departed that came out like 3 years ago on Netflix. Because this shit's like 3 hours long. Yeah, The Irishman. Can't wait to hear about your upgrade adventure for that leg of the game. It's worth the watch. Oh, for Batman? A couple of animated joints slapped too. What I've heard. You keep things. Oh, you keep singing something in the way? It did put it in my head, Sam. But not from the movie, from the trailers. Because I love that trailer. Something in the way. Something in the way. Yeah, it was in the trailer. Store this, please, and thank you. A lot of people think it's too long, but I honestly enjoyed every minute of The Batman. The biggest flaw of The Batman is that there are a couple of parts where it feels like the movie should end. Oh, that's a horrible feeling. But it's kind of cool though, because if it's good, then you're like, oh, I get more content. Yes. But if you've had enough, you're like, oh. I've never had a film that lasted that long that I've taken a break on. I always finish my 3 hour films. I can't watch a film for 2 hours and say, okay, I'll finish the rest tomorrow. I'm too engrossed in the story. I can't just stop and pick up where I left off. That's just me. Guess I'm different. Something about it being a nostalgia tale. Those always make me slightly, sorry. My son asked me if that song is in the movie, and I said, yeah, Batman sings himself. Then he walked away, but I knew he thought it was funny. Kurt Cobain is the Batman. I also was yesterday years old when I found out that if you build your own shelter like this and upgrade it, you can change the color of it. So these shelters, these mood lightings, you can change it. I didn't make this color. The person who built this made it this color. But I don't mind because it's the Evangelion color, like my bike, which Sam keeps calling the Joker. Son of a bitch. Thank you. Good night.